Hey everybody, welcome back to the Active Turnkey Podcast. I'm your host Jarrod Stovemeister, and we're back here at our new builds in Miller and Gary, and we have a little bit of progress here, and I wanted to discuss it with you. And we also have a new acquisition. So right behind me are we had the foundations, the pads done, one for a basement, a walkout basement. The other one's going to be a slab build, and so we'll take a look at that here in a moment. But you also can see right here behind me we have the brick house, and so we actually just acquired that and as well, and so we'll be rehabbing that house. We're not going to demo the house. It needs a lot of work. It's very distressed, but we're going to rehab that one, and it's going to be part of the area as well. So now 3 consecutive lots that we're acquiring, and so I'm going to flip us around here in a second at what's going on here. So as I mentioned, we got if you got your bearings and you know we're familiar with Miller. Right over here is the Chase Bank, straight ahead. Across the tracks over there you got Miller's Pizza, and you got all the goings on down here in on Lake Street in Miller. So a great location, a lot of stuff happening over here, and a pretty cool place. And so over here we have the walkout basement here. So this is your pad going in for the driveway and leading into the garage, and then down here is where you'll have your basement area, and there's your sump over there. So pretty good sized basement here for what's gonna happen here. And that's for this one. And then for the slab, they're very similar builds. They're going to be similar builds, as you can kind of see, but this one will just be on a slab. And a lot of our reason for that was the terrain, the way the terrain laid out. This side over here had a pretty significant drop off. You can see where, topography here, it goes down in here, where this is a little higher on this side. Well, here it's significantly lower, and so we determined to go with the basement on this side, the walkout basement over here, and then with the slab here. So we got everything done. We got the green tags and all the rough plumbing, and for the slab. So we're starting with the slab first with this one, and actually today's a Friday, and Monday they're going to be starting the framing. So they'll be out here already getting this started, and we'll be under roof here shortly. We also, since we acquired this brick one, we cleared out just this week this entire run. This was starting up here all the way through here, was just a long run of trees and clusters of trees. So that's since been cleared out. You can kind of see the stumps here. And so that's now gone as we start to get this one. And our goal for this property in the brick home is to get all the exterior work done in time, so that when this one here on the pad is done, it'll all look really nice, and it'll fit the block better. So we'll have 2 really nice houses here side by side. But this guy needs quite a bit of work. And we'll see when we'll take a walk here around this. So this will be like an extended podcast here. But just looking at the brick is actually in decent shape. There's some minor tuck pointing needed there, right here where this door is, right by the bathroom window. Definitely some fascia repair. We'll need a new roof. And we did just get the box done as well, so we got this section cleared out where this is, and so that's ready to go for power. So we'll have power here next week at this site, and that'll really help us to get moving. But definitely some work to do here. There's a clean out to do inside, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. But we're gonna walk around. A really cute house and has a ton of potential. And so it's a 3-bed, 1-bath ranch, and the basement, it looks like we might be able to get some finished space here. So this actually was just built by the neighbor, and was just dropped in here just within the last week or two. This slab was poured, and then this building was dropped. It looks like it might be some sort of business office for a local neighbor here. for their business. It's kind of interesting. But yeah, here's the structure. Beautiful, beautiful house. It's going to be awesome once it's done. And we'll have our driveway here. Massive trees, very mature trees, and so there's definitely going to be some trees coming down on this side as well. As we come to the back, lots of junk strewn around, so we'll have to have a serious clean out. This garage is going to be gone. We're just going to get rid of it altogether. So that's going to go, and all this is going to get cleaned up. We got a motorcycle here and all kinds of stuff. All this is getting junked or sold. And then as we come over here into the basement, there's really nothing here for anyone to be excited about. There was standing water here recently, just in this little section here leading into the basement, which we opened up for you guys just to be able to see how pretty that looks. And so as we look down, there's all kinds of moisture around there. So there's going to be some mold treatment, quite a bit of demo down here as we get that ready. But we're going to spend most of our time in the main level, and we'll circle right around. All right, we're up here at the front of the property, and just to kind of show you a little bit more, I mentioned this in one of our recent podcasts, but again, the windows and doors is where you typically see stair stepping, and that's classic right here. Not much, it's not significant. That's a very minor repair. For the most part, it actually looks really good. It looks like from the front, that's the only spot that's bad. But all the softened fascia is going to need to be, not all of it, but a good chunk of it needs to be redone. When we come up here, this bottom steps kind of coming down, so those need to be repoured. As you can see right here, there's going to need to be some brickwork tuck point here on the corner, and right there on there as well. So there is some tuck pointing on this project. Now we're going to go inside. Quite a bit of overgrowth here, which is great. Now they did a layout thing here, an adjustment. So when you walked in the front door, originally it looks like what they did was, this was the entry where I'm standing. Okay, it's always the same, but the entryway, this would have been a wall right here. You walk into a wall and you walk through here, and these cabinets were not here. So this would have been the entryway to get into the living room, and you would have wrapped around to this door to get into here. And there's actually two doors here, so I'm actually even wondering if maybe this door wasn't even here originally. This might be an addition too, to get in the kitchen, possibly. But either way, this would have been the entryway to walk into this living room over here and dining room. So first of all, we'll walk into here this way. Really pretty space once it's going to be done. Lots of light coming in from the porch area. It's got the what do you call it? It'll come to me in a second. But we got all kinds of trim here. The old school trim, old school windows. I don't know if we're going to be able to salvage these or not. Maybe, probably not. I mean, I know we're doing new windows up here, but these are beautiful. If there's any way we could salvage them, that would be neat and that would be nice. But there's definitely some repair here across the board for drywall. Hardwood floors are in decent shape. Like I mentioned before, we have a really good hardwood guy, and so all hardwood would be saved. But an interesting wall, how it's curved. I don't know if you guys can notice, I've seen that, but it's a really interesting curve to the wall here, and so that's that. And then the classic dining room here, and so this space will be revived. And so now we kind of go back into, this would have been the entry to the dining room, and so odds are we're going to replace everything in here. Flooring, cabinets, everything is going to be gone. And over here is a pantry of a sort and an access point or something to get to the attic there. That's the old one. And then this is how you get down to the basement, and it is fun down there, I'll tell you that. Fun. So we're gonna save that for a different podcast. So here, I'll come around here. and we'll take a look at some of the other rooms. Power has been was turned off. Folks, this property, needless to say, the power was turned off, but they did not have water, and the gas lines were not expired, but having a hard time with my terms today, but retired. So I don't know what these people were doing, because these people were living here like in recent days, like in the last couple months, people were living here. And so we walked this way. This was bedroom 1. Again, sorry for the lighting, but all this will be cleaned out and new window, and we'll get some light in here so you can see you next time. This door is nice. This door has a really nice run to it, so that's a cool thing. Yeah, maybe able to save that. Here's the bathroom. Oh my goodness, you can see the bird in the window. If you guys can see the bird moving around. Yeah, there he is. There you go, that's for free. So here's the bathroom, and this will all be new. They got some interesting tile that they're trying to do here, and that's exciting. But yeah, here's we'll walk over here, and here's bedroom 2, and still got some stuff in here left over, and wrap around. There we go. And definitely some ceiling work from a leak, some lights, new window, and then this guy will be ready to go. Well, there's a space heater, so I'm kind of curious if they were heating this place with space heaters, which is kind of crazy. And then here's the last one. Popped in some wainscoting here to spice it up. Again, no light, and a board up window. So it is amazing how people will live. And like I said, this was lived in just a couple months ago. So you could kind of do the math on this. But very distressed, as is typically the case, very distressed. But she will be gorgeous when she's all done, and it'll be a great addition to the area as we're looking to make an impact over here in Millard and Gary. Exciting times here for us. Thank you for joining us here on this project here, especially with the new builds out here. It's just going to be really neat to see this develop and come together, and as we take on the 3 different lots side by side. And I look forward to showing you guys more throughout this time as we build the new builds, of course, but also as we refurbish this one and get this back to its old glory. And I look forward to having you guys on the podcast. Thank you for joining us. Just so you know, we do help investors build their portfolio. So if you're looking to begin a new market or looking to add more properties, we can help you with that. You can reach out to me directly at Jarrod@buyonegroup.com, or you can go to our website at onegroupnetwork.com, and you can get on our buyers list. You can see our deals. You can also see more of our podcasts and things like that, meet some of our team members and such. But thank you for joining us. Also, let you know we have an event coming up in October. I'll get you more details on that here coming up, so we'll have that. And then also, if you're looking to do deals or BRRRR deals, we've had several of our clients in recent months. We've been able to help them find BRRRR deals that we provide to our clients, and then we've even let them use, or they've even accessed Conduit Capital's financing. And so they funded the deals using the hard money or the money from Conduit Capital to fund the BRRRR deals that we're doing. And as long as the numbers make sense for you all, it's another way for you to use other people's money to build your portfolios and have some equity at the end. And so if that interests you, of course, again, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. But Active Turnkey, the best way to buy rentals. Thanks for joining us today. Have a great day.